when a woman hits their 30s, we're most likely to be single because we don't want to settle for y'all bullshit. We don't. We really don't.
Yeah.
We don't
The
need
red
it.
flags, we see them and we be like, you gotta go.
But y'all don't got no red flags?
Like, whoa. Good morning, friends is all out for me.
You are friends and you cross that line in between us as friends, it's over. We don't
you
have
been
no friendship. I
plotting.
can't
There's
trust
no
you
going back.
because I seen you as a friend.
motive.
You've been in a friend zone. If I see you trying to get out the friend zone, you gotta go.
Ayisha, hit on him, see what he does.
Next question.
Yo, Rico is glitching.
Right.
My brain said error.
I've been a gold digger about since my childhood. You see my daddy in jail. My daddy made sure I was gonna be a gold digger. Look, you can't provide, I'm gonna hide.
I love
What's going on? I'm out of here.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your boy Rico Hundo here at 8 at the Table. We have a dope episode with a dope guest today, but I'm going to let Jada introduce her since they've been friends for a long time.
What it do, boo? Hey, everybody, it's Jada. And today I brought my sis on set. We got Ayisha Diaz here. You've probably seen her in mad videos. She hosts all over the world. Yeah. She's like a blogger. She does everything. Like, Ayisha Diaz has been holding it down for the baddies for years. Go ahead, sis. What you been
Too
up
many
to?
years.
Right.
And I don't plan on retiring no time soon either.
Get that money, honey. It's so funny because sometimes when I'm on a show, I be like, listen, I got friends that get to it. And they be like, no, you don't. I be like, she's the one that gets to it.
Yeah.
I got like 6 friends that like I'd be like, all right, for real, they really get to it. So
We
that's
have
why-
to.
Yeah, that's why it's good to have you on the show so we can have your perspective. Somebody that I know is very independent. Someone that I know like you just have a lot of experience. So today, what's the topic, Rico?
Well, scratch that. Let's actually have Ayisha tell her own story. And then we'll
Let us
jump
know
into
what's
the
up.
Right.
Yeah. Tell us what you got going on, what you've been doing.
We can find you.
Some fun facts, all of that.
Facts. Well, I hit the number 30, and I feel like my life and my thoughts has changed a lot as a woman, and I just don't feel the same about life anymore. How I used to in my 20s.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm working, and I'm working on a lot of projects that I kind of put behind for relationships.
Wow.
So my focus is me this year,
Love
That's
it.
dope.
100%.
What zodiac sign are you?
A Taurus. Your favorite.
Well, I guess before we jump into the topic, I need to introduce my other panelist. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they should introduce themselves. Let's start off with Erin.
Go ahead, Erin, the renegade.
Clearly, I need no introduction.
That bitch. That bitch.
And it's your boy Looks by London. We outside, baby.
Yeah, that was real smooth. You so swaggy. Okay.
Damn, I wish I had friends like that.
But you don't.
So the topic today we're going to talk about is jealousy. And why is jealousy good or why is jealousy bad, and the different types of jealousy. So one thing that we're going to touch on is that there are 2 different types of jealousy, one being sexual, one being emotional. Now, sexual jealousy is basically anything, of the fear of or the extent of your spouse having a sexual relationship or interaction with somebody else. The jealousy factor, the jealousy that can come with that. Or the opposite side is the emotional jealousy, which is more so like a relationship, intimate type of thing, and it does not have to require sex. Mm-hmm. Now, there also is some other types of jealousy that we'll probably...
Like obsession.
Yeah. Or just like, we have jealousy within your relationships, different types of jealousy. But that's going to be our topic today. Yeah. So, Erin, since she got the paper out there and she's trying to look and read,
First of all, I
throw
just
her in
got
the
this
fire.
paper.
She even get the research.
I literally just got this paper.
Good.
Rico
Give it
had
to
it the
me.
whole I don't
Take
know.
it.
And ain't do nothing with it.
Yeah, you might as well.
Well, like before. Oh, so you want me to give it to him or no? Or you got it?
He the one that was
He the one talking
studying
about
it.
like this.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I had it for like
I don't know
10
if you
minutes
give it
longer
to-
than you, Erin.
Well, speaking on like on the subject of jealousy, I can honestly say I remember a time where like I was dating someone that was giving me a lot of the things that I felt like I needed, and I didn't want him to give them to anybody else. So I was on his ass, and I didn't realize that was my jealousy. Like, that was literally me being like, I don't know. Am I jealous of if another woman has you? I don't know, but I was just.
This is a material jealousy, I guess.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Shit, tell me. You know.
Yeah. Listen, hey, look, if you splurging on me, yeah, don't splurge on nobody else either.
Right,
like,
exactly. And it becomes a form of control because it's like the jealousy becomes control. Like, I do not want anybody else to have what you give to me. Mm-hmm. I only want to experience you in a certain way. So you being around it, like you going to the bathroom and I see you talking in a girl's ear is gonna make me jealous because I'm gonna be like, well, you whisper in my ear like that, and I like it. So what is going on over there? You know what I'm saying? So I think it can be very unhealthy in a relationship because it's almost like it almost can become an obsession. But I think there is some healthy jealousy, like, you know.
What is that?
Yeah,
like, I think that, like, okay, let me make sure I be the best version of myself that I can be, and like, let me make sure that I always maintain certain things so that I don't have to, you know, like. It makes you want to be a better version of yourself when you do feel like there's competition. I don't want to be with somebody that doesn't make me feel like there's no competition, like, ever.
Give me my phone.
It's like jealousy.
Let's start off with a baseline.
Okay.
We need the Webster's definition
of jealousy.
Yeah, I think because the thing is that a lot of people, as we know, don't
know the definition of things. And then
let's start off with a baseline. No, I'm not saying me. Honestly, I'm not saying it's you. I'm just
people.
Hey, I'm people. What's up, y'all? I'm people. And
all right, sorry.
You got that screen. Why you need all that privacy?
For the jealous.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
For the nosy ones. Let's see. So jealous, feeling or showing envy. This is a terrible definition. Feeling or showing envy of someone or their achievements and advantages. Feeling or showing suspicion of someone's unfaithfulness in a relationship. Right. Fiercely protective or vigilant of one's rights or possessions.
Ayisha, are you jealous ever in a relationship?
She's a Taurus.
I don't think I'm jealous of the person, but I think I'm jealous of the action.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't want my man spending quality time and doing what he does for me for someone else.
What are you going to do if you feel like they are?
I mean, now I just really think about it and sit on it and see, you know, which way
Are you going to be a detective and get to the bottom of it?
Course.
Or me asking my friend questions that I know the answer to.
What level are you interacting with this other person?
So are you one of those girls where your guy can't have like girlfriends?
You can have friends, but if your friends can't come over and hang out with us, then there's something else in between y'all.
Okay.
And if you guys always have to hang out without me, separate, then there's obviously something in between y'all.
Because women are sneaky too.
Yeah.
And sometimes women want what you want, and that jealousy is going to pour into your relationship. And now, we got a problem.
If I can't trust your friendship, then you can't have it.
You know, it's funny. I never really had I'm not saying never, but I don't really have a sexual jealousy. Like, if you could pluck my girl, you could my girl, bro. There's nothing that I could do to stop
me. Lying, bro.
Me and have sex.
Yeah.
But I have an emotional jealousy that is different. Like, I would rather, if I had to choose, I'd rather my girl go out on a girl's trip and get piped down and then come back and I don't know about it or find out that she got piped down one time than for me to find out that she's been talking to this dude every day for 3 months. Right? And she be talking, because here's the thing, you can have sex, but that doesn't mean you can actually get her really involved, intimate with you. So, like, and you know, I actually have some trauma that I talked about here, PTSD here on 8 at the Table. And it started off where it was just a friend. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, I ain't gonna trip, but I'm tripping inside, right? And then it turned out that she was smashing a friend, you know, like months later. So for me, it's like, yo, if you spend a lot of time, and this is my mind, guys can't be friends with girls and just be friends. Now, if you spend a lot of time with a guy, you're going to open up with this person. You know what I'm saying? And once you start opening up and you're comfortable with a person, especially if y'all are both attractive, nah, I would never trust that. That's when my emotional
the healthiest relationships start off with friendship. So that's probably why it can become dangerous because if I gain a friendship with somebody, it might end up turning into a sexual, like, you know, you do look kind of good. You know, I like how your mind works.
Look kind of good and just have respect
No,
for
but
your
then-
situation. So no, like this is where it cuts
Right,
off.
but I can understand how
That's
a lot
whack
of
as hell.
relationships that start with a friendship. Now, imagine you have more of a friendship with a man than you have within your relationship. So now I fuck with you more than I fuck with my man because I didn't take this time to get to know my man like that. So now I'm feeling you and I want to see where this can go because I never took this time to have a friendship with my man. We just started off with hanging out.
said it.
You
You
got
just
me some
took the
crab
time.
legs. And you know, we had a good epic night. You took me on vacation. Now we fucking, I don't know all your shit that you got going on. But when you take your time and you get to know someone and when you build a friendship, that is dangerous. Because if you're in a relationship and now you feel like, nah, that's
You got an emotional
connection.
to the person.
Exactly. Exactly.
I
So-
can. My bad. I can never see. That's
wasn't
guys
even
like, yo,
you.
Rico's about to go.
You talking about my bad. It wasn't even
It's about
him.
to go. That emotional, like when it comes to emotional jealousy for me, I don't trust any guy that my girl can cry in front of. Ever.
Not even her daddy.
Like her brother.
No.
Brother, like-
No, not her family. I'm not talking about her family.
What you mean by
If
that?
she had a best friend and she's called.
Yeah, she got a best friend or she got a homie who's just been there, right? But he ain't her best friend. Any guy that my girl can cry in front of, I don't trust it. Emotional jealousy for me. I exit out. No, because you know
What if
why?
he's been there like
I don't
well
care
before
how
you?
long. I don't care if he's been there 10, 20
You know why
years
Rico
before
feels
me.
this way? I think it's because I'm gonna just hold you down real quick. Because I think that he has experience with beautiful women, obviously.
Allegedly.
And allegedly.
Allegedly? I would throw this goddamn mic.
No.
No, we actually don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I think like more attractive people can't be trusted.
Nah, fuck with it.
You said cannot.
Can't be trusted sometimes. Like maybe like he thinks like a beautiful woman probably can't be trusted as if like maybe like someone who's not as sought out.
But it's
maybe.
Interesting.
But I also think sometimes you're thinking about what you would do in the situation. So you're like,
Yeah, so
I'm
that could be it.
Yeah.
So projection.
I'm not
Projection.
Well, first of all, we're not gonna project on me. That's what's not gonna happen. You have to have a different type of safety. You have to have a different type of comfort and a different type of care and trust with this person. Now, all of those four things is what really are driving a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? So if you can cry in front of this man, and I'm assuming he can cry in front of you, oh nah, bro, like he has to be left at the door when we start this relationship. Otherwise, I will have emotional jealousy. I will put a limit to how much you can talk to this man. I'll put a limit how much you can see this
She's
man.
gonna lie to you about the
Yeah.
fact that
If
you serious?
she lied to me, then I already
like you're controlling.
whatever. I don't care.
Wait, it's not that deep. Then don't be with that girl because you can't be controlling.
but I'm
don't
saying-
be controlling.
Pause. Let's bring it
Please,
back.
like,
Facts.
please, we need clarity.
Facts.
So
I
what
will
you're
cry
saying?
to a bum on the street.
You're
You'll cry, but that's different.
you're a little different.
Right.
But wait, you're saying that you're going to put a stop to
Well,
her actions.
I mean, technically, I can't like physically force
Okay,
her.
that's why I was
To
just.
make sure.
But like I'm saying, like I'll be like, yo, if we're gonna really be serious, you're not chilling with this man like that. You're definitely not gonna be chilling in the house by yourself.
Why not embrace that relationship? Yeah, go ahead.
Thank-
What if the
Exactly.
relationship in between them, you have a relationship with him too.
Exactly.
Because I have.
I don't know. It's never happened.
I have two friends, male friends, and I can cry and I can actually express my emotions 100% without being judged. And they're going to tell me, you know, what it really is. And I see them as a brother. There is no sexual connection. There is no.
He doesn't believe
anything.
in that.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
maybe
really
for
not
you.
because at the beginning, honestly, when you become friends with somebody, depending on how it is, you're always attracted to the person. And eventually you create a friendship with that person and you no longer like them on that level. Now you're friends and then eventually you see them as a family member.
You know, I've heard that so many times, and you know what always follows with that is,
Say some fuck
I'm
shit.
sorry, I just slipped on the dick.
Slipped up on the dick. Slipped up on the
That's
dick.
the only one there for me.
Slipped up on the dick. Slipped up on the
But I was
dick.
going through my words.
Right.
No, but my male friends, they look good, but I'm not attracted to them on that level. And then they don't even see me on that level anymore because we passed that phase of.
Cap.
No, because and then on top of
I
that,
agree with her.
and then we see, yeah.
They're attractive, but you don't see them on that level.
And we see what they're into. It's kind of like when we see
not running
the
with
shit that
that.
certain guys
First of
do.
all, let me tell you something. If you're my male friend, you ain't never gonna want to date me or fuck with me on that level.
Because they know the real.
Exactly.
That's it.
Well, damn.
They know my level of crazy and they don't want it.
Right.
Nah, they say that. You know, like
do.
I feel like girls that be saying that, it always comes with the, yeah, I don't want to ruin what we got. They always have that moment, right? I don't want to ruin our friendship moment, which means to me that he definitely wanted something to do with you. And listen, I'm speaking only for guys, right? Especially if the girl is beautiful. It's going to be very hard for us to just eliminate everything just because I like how you are with me. You know what I'm saying? And then, and let me, like, in all honesty, and not every guy's like me, but you're not gonna sit here and cry to me for years, and I'm gonna hold you down for years, and I feel like one day, if you really just wanna throw it at me, I'm gonna just say no.
So technically, you can't be a true friend to someone.
No, I can't be a true fan to
You're the one with the fucked up motives.
First of all, listen, any girlfriend, and I say this, any girlfriend that I really have, not work-wise, I don't want anybody to get all wild up. Any girlfriend that I've had a sexual encounter with. And that's why it stayed at a friendship, because the curiosity was no longer there.
Because that's you.
Never passed that level.
What do you mean?
Every bitch you ever knew, except me.
Yeah. I realized that, like, hey, listen, we can't work that way.
So you don't have not one friend where no matter how beautiful she is, you just don't see her on that level. Not one.
No.
But I think that's why. But I see.
No,
But he
I
believes
can't.
that like girls and guys can't be friends, and I think that's why.
Well, do you have beautiful friends?
Yes.
Everybody-
I do too, yeah.
So you have some beautiful friends. You be like,
male friends.
like, damn, you smell good and you look good.
Yes.
What's the problem?
Like, I get why women like you.
I like you too. I like.
It's the control and the respect, and I think it's the friendship, and you
Yeah.
know what the situation
Right.
is. Like,
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, see, there's always that moment, because it's like the only reason why y'all are not engaging intimately, the only reason why y'all are not engaging intimately is because you're like, we value our friendship. But what I'm saying is that a lot of times, especially, well, in my life, I'm just speaking my personal experience, we had an intimate moment and we actually became better friends after the intimate moment happened, because the curiosity, you know what I'm saying, the sexual tension was already done. And then after that, it was like, all right, cool, listen, we're not going to work, but you're a dope-ass person, and I'm glad we experienced that. Now we move on. That's the only way I believe in a platonic friendship.
that don't make no sense.
I got a lot on my mind.
Find out the sex is whack.
It's like you ever have a car.
let's be
You
friends.
ever have a car?
Once I
and you
realize
thought
you're a little looser than I thought you would be. Let's just end this. Yeah, you're a good friend,
You know
homie.
what?
Well, the sex
You
was
can be
bad, so
controlling. Like, what happened?
The sex was bad. Let's just be friends.
Yeah,
Nah, the sex be
that's
good.
crazy. But you are selfish as because you can't be a good friend.
This is a no
You
judgment
can't be
zone.
a good friend until you feel the coochie.
Because
That's
how
crazy.
can you not have a female friend?
I have female friends.
That you have already had sex with.
He has sex with all his friends, all his female friends. So
Yeah, let's definitely clarify.
So for the future, if you
sick.
Wait a minute, wait. Can we
You're giving out a lot of dick, by the
Can
way.
we clarify? No. Can we clarify?
Aaron's your friend, right?
Right, that's what I'm
Not your
saying.
friend.
Not the work friends. You know what I'm saying? Work
Yeah,
friends.
because
Work friends is
we have a
different.
code of conduct, and you my nigga.
Right.
I fuck with you. You my homie.
Please, thank you for making sure that
Clarify,
was
because I'm
clear.
over here like,
Really,
I'm over here
anybody
like,
suggesting
Debo.
anything? Nah. And that's another thing, right? So like, but that's why, like, for me, like, emotional jealousy is so much more detrimental to a relationship than sexual jealousy.
I disagree.
It is.
Wait, so why do men get so like irate when it comes to like being cheated on?
Because typically,
Bad. You can't even take a bitch back after that.
because
Like, yeah, like nigga, take me back.
well, it's hard because I just answered your question, Erin.
And I'm just asking,
No,
like,
I answered it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You didn't catch it though.
You're right.
Because we believe, and I'm saying we believe because I don't know, I'm not a woman. We believe that most time women cheat, it was due to emotional support, some type of emotional
Oh,
driven
you're saying
thing.
the physical cheating is based on an emotional cheating,
Yeah,
or
what-
emotional breach of the
Connection or
relationship or
something.
whatever.
Yeah, like when I
Okay.
talk about sexual jealousy, I mean like I never be like, oh, he got abs, he's 6'2", and his bag is right, and all the girls is throwing it at him. I'm not jealous over that.
And he has nice traps.
And he got nice traps, whatever. What, you want to say pecs too? Calves, whatever you're into.
Nice thighs, you know.
There you go. I'm not jealous over that. Go ahead. But when you be like, yo, he be texting me good morning, friend. I'm like, whoa. Good morning, friends is all out for me. That's too emotional. Like the supportive nature of it, I know where support can lead to.
I kind of agree.
I disagree.
Because partially, and I kind of agree because There was this person, right? And
His name was
this
Chad.
ain't my story. This is my friend
His name was Chad.
Kiana's story. And he was just so freaking like just super supportive. Like, what you got going on? Like, you know, how have you been since this situation? And it felt really good to have that support and have somebody really ask me questions like that. And then after a while, it was just like, you know, you beautiful, right?
I told you.
You want to you want some this is what this is about? You supporting me because you want some ass? Like,
Yo, and the men,
don't text me.
yo, I hate cowardly men who've been acting
Wait,
like
women?
no.
So do you
cowardly
care about
men.
me or not?
Cowardly,
Oh, coward. Okay.
cowardly men.
But
right?
but what is, does that man care about me or not?
No.
He just want some ass.
Yeah. Well, he might care about you too, but he definitely want ass.
But what does that mean?
Did he back out?
No.
Oh, that he was committed to the ass. Yeah, he wanted the ass. But a lot of men.
I'm just an object. I'm just a piece
Nah,
of
you're
ass.
not. He really like you. He just didn't know how to go about it, so he played a different game to get you.
Yeah, I think he played the friend road until you give in.
To try to,
Right
yeah,
away.
exactly.
I'm sorry. If you play my friend and you cross that line, it's over. We're no longer friends.
Yeah, you can't be friends after that. That you're right.
I was
Yeah.
ignored it after that. I was just like,
Like,
how could you? I needed a friend.
explain that. If me and you are friends and you cross that line in between us as friends, it's over. We don't
You've
have
been
no friendship.
plotting.
I can't
there's
trust
no
you
going back.
because I seen you as a friend.
motive.
You've been in the friend zone. If I see you trying to get out the friend zone, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Sorry, because
It's not real.
there's nothing that's gonna happen between me and you, and now we can't be friends because now I know that you like me on that level.
I'm so stupid.
So
You heard what she said?
So
Just
more of
making
the
sure.
story is never tell her.
I mean, if me and you are friends and you know that I don't like you on that level, why would you expose yourself to me?
Yo,
That's gonna ruin our friendship because now I can't even be
That's true.
like normal around
Why
you
y'all
because
do
I know
that?
you like me.
First of all, I don't play that role because I'm the first one fighting. As soon as you call me friend, I'm like, stop right there. We're
I
not-
really just want to fuck. Don't get it twisted. I'm not your friend.
and even if you don't want to fuck me, just know I will fuck you. Okay. So
Say it
don't
out.
call me your friend. I make sure that everybody knows this. So like, I don't play that role, but I would say that a lot of guys do play that role because, especially when a woman is truly like beautiful, they don't know how to go about it, and they know that other dudes is shooting they shot. They're like, yo, let me be supportive. Let me be caring. Let me be there. So they fall into the friend zone, and they're like, yo, you know what? I'm gonna just rock out with this, and then the moment that I think is good, I'm gonna throw a little hint, and then when it gets
it
dubbed,
land.
this is the thing I was talking about cowardly men. When it gets dubbed, he falls back. Oh, nah, you know what? I completely understand. My bad. I'm just bugging. I'm out of pocket. Da-da-da. Then he waits another 6 months to a year. Throw
tries
another
again.
hint. And it's like, yo, like, I'm like, that's why I don't trust that emotional shit,
Yeah.
man.
Wait, but Aisha says you cut off at that
You cut off.
point.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah, there's no
she
coming
said
back.
that, but like, there's a lot of girls that be like, no, he's
now,
just my friend.
now I'm gonna be uncomfortable around you. I can't be your friend.
Yeah. I
I
actually
can't be
agree with
myself
that.
around you because now you just waiting in line like everybody else.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like,
Yeah.
And now you got kicked out the store.
Yeah.
Kicked out the store.
Don't come back.
Escorted to the front.
Security.
From day one, tell me what it is. Either you like me or you don't. And if you're my friend and you cross that line later on, let's say a year, months, or whatever, it's over in between us as friends.
Okay, so listen, y'all. I have a question.
What is it?
When you're in a relationship,
You can let go of the mic.
okay, because I'm trying to figure out, because like in society, I mean, like nowadays, I feel like people don't take like relationships serious. So women don't take it serious when a man says that he has a woman, and it seems like
What? Yes, they do.
no, it seems like women can have men that are taken anytime they want. It doesn't seem like it's as like sacred as it should
used to
be.
be.
Because for example, if a woman comes up to you and you can't resist her, is she gonna have access to you? Ayisha, hit on him, see what he does.
Next question.
Yo, Rico is glitching.
Right.
My shit said error.
Nowadays, women don't have respect for someone else's relationship.
Not at all.
But then expect it for themselves when they in a relationship.
Us guys
Right.
too, though. We don't respect nothing either, I feel like.
Oh yeah, because y'all best line is, can you have friends?
Yes.
Now that's I told you I don't like that F word. Don't F word me. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want you to have friends.
Dude, that is like the number. That's
You like the other F word, you try.
Fuck. Straight there. Like
That's like the number one response when you be like, yo, I got a man. They be like, but you can't have no friends.
Right.
No, go away.
No, but women will literally be with you because they see what you do for another woman.
That's a fact.
that's all
And
the time.
they will do whatever they have to do to take another woman's man. Like you're doing whatever you think she's not doing for him. Now you licking gooch, you letting him have threesomes. You sucking toes. You got toes in your ass. You don't. It's too much. You're doing the most because you want a lifestyle of another woman, and then it's like. The relationship is now fucked up because you're being like OD, like trying to have what somebody else has. And men are allowing that shit to happen.
In saying that, do you feel like it takes more work today to take another woman's man or to even entice him such that he would, No. Okay, well, shit. I didn't even get my question out, but all right.
Wait, take or taste?
Y'all taking men are so disgustingly easy.
Wait, take or taste?
Annoying.
Community dick.
Take. It's
Technically,
community.
You can't really even take a man. Either she gives him up to you.
Thank you.
Because if the woman doesn't leave him, who are you really taking?
Yeah, but at the same time.
That's a good point.
Thank you. Thank you, Ayisha.
If my man is cheating on me with a woman, if I never leave my man, right now, you're fighting for a position that I'm not going to give up. And guess what? If I give it up, you're going to be in my position. And guess who's coming next?
The next bitch.
The next bitch. Right. Or me. Myself. You be the main girl.
So is it worth
And now you got an easier job.
I like that a lot.
Same. I'm still gonna get the same treatment and I'm still gonna get the same benefits, but now you're the one home suffering, crying.
Yeah, and you licking gooch now. Now you added another component to the relationship. Now you licking ass and doing all of this extra shit. You didn't have to do that, but now you added another component. Now he got a new fetish, and now the next bitch got to do some new shit.
But you know,
she got to put nipple clamps on.
My man, if I don't leave him.
Yeah, you can't take him.
That's a fact.
You can have him for the moment. You might get a purse, some shoes. But what you're really doing is lowering yourself, because at the end of the day, he's not going to leave me for you. He's not. Because if he was...
See, that's not true.
No, it is.
No,
it is.
Let me tell you why.
Wait.
So men gonna cheat?
I'm saying for y'all, yes, that is so true. Remember we were saying that for you? Yes. But we're not talking every other girl. No, that's not. Like,
But
if your
look,
man leaves,
Think about
you
how
might
many
be
sixes.
off. Right.
Look, a man
I don't think it matters.
Most of the time, if you're cheating, that means that you're not going to leave your woman for that other woman.
Because you would have left.
Because you would have left her first,
But sometimes
and you
they
would have
do.
got with her
Thank you.
first. And I mean, next.
Wait, hold on. Although I do agree, because listen, let's not. I ain't gonna lie. It happens a lot.
Right.
But on the flip side, another girl can take your man, right? And especially, see, this is when I really think cheating is really cheating. When you start stepping out of
He's
your
always cheating.
Nah. See, like
This part
You
is
should know.
not cheating.
so let me
From Rico's perspective.
from my perspective, for clarity, from Rico's perspective, if you've been doing what you've been doing before your relationship, and you get in a relationship and you still doing what you're doing, that's just who you are. Now, if I step outside of my relationship because my relationship is lacking something, that's really cheating. So like maybe you're not affectionate to me, or maybe you're not catering to me, or maybe you're just not, a partner that I typically would have.
Right.
Now I'm stepping out because I'm seeking what's lacking. That's real cheating in my eyes.
In
so
that position, in that situation.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish, Jada. So now what happens is if I'm cheating with that in mind, now that next girl is giving me everything that my current girl is lacking, plus whatever she was bringing, those are the ones that can take the man.
Right, exactly.
Because it's like, yo, you're doing more and you're doing the same.
Right.
So I'm not losing. If anything, I'm gaining. And don't let her look better.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't let
Right.
you
We're
know
not
what I'm
talking
saying?
about y'all.
They rarely do.
So now you left your main girl, right? For this other girl that's giving you all of this. When you get tired of her, so you're going to leave her for the next one too?
It depends on how much she's giving. You never.
Thank you.
Y'all never happy. Y'all never get satisfied. So
Listen, you never quit
Show
your
me something
job
new,
without
Kaylee.
getting hired somewhere else, and that's just.
I know
that's
these
just what it
Gen
is.
Z dudes be doing something else. Like, fuck this job.
Right.
With
Yeah.
no other source of income.
No, none.
none whatsoever, and then come back crying for.
You're also
"Can you
22."
rehire me?"
Right.
When you hit
No,
30, it's gonna be way
Let me
different.
tell you something about men in their 30s. They think that they 20,
Not
and
all
they're
of us.
not.
Not all of
And
us.
reality is that us women, you know, I don't know if you noticed that when a woman hits their 30s, we're most likely to be single because we don't want to settle for your bullshit. We don't. We really don't.
Yeah.
We don't
The
need
red
it.
flags, we see them and we be like, you gotta go.
But y'all don't got
Sorry.
no red flags?
We
Yeah.
have, we
That's
have,
not what she's saying.
Just making sure, though.
No, we
I
have
just-
red
Thank you, London. I appreciate it.
but look, in my
Go
20s,
ahead, London.
I will see the red flags and be like, he'll change. He just
Yeah.
need time. He
I
just
can
gotta
change
grow
him.
up. Listen, if you're 30 and you're still doing shit that you was doing in your 20s as a man, sorry, you're not changing. This is who you are and this is how you're gonna be for the rest of your fucking life. And I don't want no parts.
I definitely think
Amen.
that's a two-way street, you know.
That's why I'm quiet because I ain't
No,
gonna
you're
lie.
right. And you're right. You're right.
I've been fucking up for a lot of years.
To women.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
No.
It's not specific to women. And you know, I
Yeah.
say this all the time. When the shit applies equally
both sides.
ways,
It does.
It's sound advice. It's sound.
But the
it's a sound
difference is, but
assessment.
it's not fair. I'm gonna tell you why it's not
Men
fair.
and women are becoming the same.
Most men, and we said this over here, and I, at this point, a lot of people have been taking our stats and on every podcast, so I'll just reiterate it for the 1,000th time. But we are the innovators of this shit.
Wait, they be lying on some shit. They be like, yeah. First of all, it's 69% of women who initiate divorces. I done heard 85%. What the fuck you got 85%
All these
at?
different
Because they be doing it for clickbait. We do it for the real. But I'll
Agreed.
say it like this: most men, and I'm not even gonna say a stat. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna keep it general. Most men don't really get financially stable until they're in their 30s.
That's
Stop
true.
Right?
And
So now,
sometimes 40s and sometimes 50s. It's
but
very
now,
true.
but now so
Oh,
this is what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. It's not fair because it's like, yo, as a woman, you don't have to be financially stable
At
in your
all.
20s to live a good life.
That's a
No,
fact.
you don't.
But as a man, you gotta be financially stable at whatever age to live a good life. So now he's finally at that point, or he's becoming at that point. So now he's 31 and 32, and you saying he thinks he's in his 20s. Nah, he's not thinking that he's in his 20s. He's just finally doing everything that he wanted to do in his 20s because it's feasible for him. So I think it's important to be patient with some men in their early 30s.
Oh, okay, it is true. A lot of men come into their financial freedom in their late 30s sometimes. It depends on what it is that you're into. Some people don't even come into it, so I get it.
That's a fact.
Exactly. So when you do finally, so I know someone who's an orthopedic surgeon, right?
The best type.
Amen, girl.
What the fuck is going on?
So this
Why
person
what
has
was that?
worked their ass off, right? And they pretty much gave up those younger years of their life while they were studying. They were committed. Then they work. They build their empire. They buy every fucking thing that they need to be bait, to bait the girls in.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, but I don't want the bitches that are my age right now. I'm not gonna lie, but that's usually how it is. So they want what they,
Thanks.
the things that were.
That's cool, but if you're gonna do that, why get in a relationship? Just be single and live your best life.
We need something to fall back
well,
on
he's an
too.
experience. Now he's chasing an experience.
Yo, look,
what
man-
they're
Now
doing
he's
is
chasing the lifestyle that he never got to
he
have.
is, but what you're doing is you're dating younger women, and you're kind of like ruining,
Yeah, fact.
damaging them at a young age.
That's a
So
fact.
now when we get to our 30s, we're completely damaged by an older man, and now we don't want y'all, and y'all don't want us.
Time to hold up, time out.
The man is 40, 45, let's say, right?
I get it. But
Now
you
he
ain't got
has
a
his money, his house. Now he got time, right? He has time to go live his best life. Now he wants to date younger women, right? Let's say a 21-year-old. Now he dates her for 4 years. While he's dating her, he's cheating with other 19, 20, 25-year-olds. You're damaging this young girl, right? You're causing trauma and damage that's going to cost her pretty much years to heal, right? Now we get, fast forward years later, she's 30, right? She's damaged. All because a 40-year-old wants to be living his best life after he built himself.
Go.
Now you damaged the girl at 21. She's 26. You and left her for the younger woman now, right? Now we trying to date people our age. Now we looking at y'all like, y'all ain't got your damn shit together, and we don't want y'all. But now this is where it gets hard. Now we older, and now we are, let's say 30 now. We no longer attract the same type of man. We no longer attract the same amount of men. So now we end up alone, or with trash, or with whatever's available. And honestly, what's really available out there, it's burnt out.
And this
You're done. Nobody wants y'all.
And this is, well, first, let's start off by saying it's not his fault. Right? No, wait, hold up. Wait. Because a guy can't, I want every woman to understand, no guy can have sex with you if you don't allow it.
Men can manipulate young women all the time. That's what they do.
Okay.
They do that shit.
And it's easier and
Men love younger women for that reason.
We love.
But you got to know what you're signing up for, too, as a young person.
But as a young woman, we don't be knowing shit.
Yes, you do. Wait, time out.
So it's his fault?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Stop. And that's the thing. Thank you, London. And we got to take, that's the thing. We got to take
not accountability.
Accountability.
No, both parties do.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's my thing, right? I focus on the cause and the effect. The effect is her, later on down the line. But the cause is her wanting to experience this so much that she thinks that she's different. When right now, I say maybe back in the day, it might be different. Right now, you have 100 podcasters, and I see them all the time, telling you don't date older men. This is their intentions, and they still go out and do it. I know women tell other women, "Hey, listen, he's not good for you. He's 20 years older than you. Yeah, you're living this life. It's not going to last." So now, when you are ignoring everybody outside of you because you want to go ahead and experience this lifestyle, it is partly your fault. And here's my thing: if all the younger women in the world or America or whatever decide to say, "Hey, listen, we're not dating a man over 8 years older than us," guess what? All them 40-year-old people will be asked out. And all those 40-year-old men will have no choice but to date people in their age bracket. And there will be less trauma for women. There'll be less of that cycle going on and on and on. So I'm like, who really has who's the gatekeeper of this?
Listen,
it's all about sales?
It's all about sales, okay?
Well, then don't cry.
If you have the ability there's some people that can sell anything, right? If you have the ability to sell something to someone, they're gonna take it. They're gonna want it. They're gonna feel. Have you ever walked into a place and been like, "Oh, I'm just looking around," and then next thing you know, motherfucker got you buying flat irons, cosmetics, all types of shit that you don't need. That's literally how it is in relationships too. You're gonna come up to me, looking good, smelling good. Your car's nice. Your crib's nice. You fucking feel it. You got your shit together. You can probably teach me something. I need to get my shit together, and you think that I'm not gonna take it.
This is the thing. I think that as an older person dealing with a younger person, I think that you understand like that there's some level of responsibility you have in dealing with a younger person. The younger person has less life experiences. They have, likely less education in whatever it is they're doing. They have less money. They have less opportunities, so on and so forth. So I think that you have an upper hand, and it sort of puts the younger person in a lesser position. So you're able to exert your power. You're able to exert your money, X, Y, and Z. So while both parties are at fault, let's be real. Like, you're somewhat taking advantage of the younger person. And you want to be with the younger person for a certain reason.
You're like a pimp.
Listen, you want to be with the younger person for a certain reason. One, because they're kind of like a blank slate. You don't want to deal with a woman your age because a woman your age has expectations. A woman your age has experience. A woman your age has money. A woman your age has autonomy. A woman your age has agency to do what the fuck they want to do, to move how they want to move, to be who they want to be. Like, that's the difference. So you want somebody that's easier to deal with because they don't have all that baggage. Baggage may be life experiences. Baggage may be a career, more money, X, Y, and Z. But that is what differentiates a 22-year-old from a 32-year-old.
You know what?
32-year-old.
Easily impressed.
You know what? The worst thing about what I'm hearing, to be honest, in my opinion, is that what I'm hearing is stop, Jada. So what I'm hearing is like we have to blame somebody. See, and this is the thing. I work in reality. I don't work with fantasy.
Are you saying that I don't work in reality?
I'm saying that wasn't realistic because creeps are going to exist no matter what, and they've always been existing. We've been having lesson after lesson of what not to go for, what creeps look like, and typically creeps are 40-year-old people fiending on a 22-year-old girl.
Sorry for you 40-year-old guys. I guess y'all are all creeps.
Yo, realistically, no. And the crazy thing is, this is not new. I've been saying this since high school. When I was a freshman, and there was.
You don't get married, is that who you're gonna become?
Can I go?
No.
Like, damn. if I've been saying this since I was a freshman in high school. It's like, yo, there was a girl, right? And she was my age, 14. And she's dating a dude that's 19. I'm like, you don't find that weird? He's 19 years old. Granted, he's in college and he's doing his thing. I'm like, yo, you know that there's other girls your age that
Teen.
Right.
If there is no lesser connection,
I did not.
There is no lesser connection. 14, 19, y'all niggas is teenagers.
No, you're not. First of all, that was a nice try. Let me finish.
No,
so like,
that's dumb.
so yo, you're
That's
14.
dumb.
You're 14 and you're in high school, and he's 19 in college playing basketball.
You be 19 in high school.
You really stop. No. I didn't interrupt you. You really think that you're that special? You really think that you're that different? No, you're a fool. So if you're 21 years old, you're 21 years old. You have nothing. You have to understand. You have nothing. And this person is 40, 38, whatever the case.
This person wants a tighter vagina. This person wants to take advantage of someone. This person wants to control someone. This person wants to have whatever this person can offer them. They don't give a fuck about that person for the most part. You don't give a fuck about my well-being in my future life. You want a fucking, basically a ride or die. And that is fucked up.
You're not a ride or die at 22.
Yes, you the fuck are.
You're a
If I was ever willing to ride in a nigga's car when he had a fucking gun and pregame and drink Henny and do whatever the fuck he wanted me to do and get into some fucking trouble and fight a bitch and turn up, that was the age I was gonna do that shit.
I'm listening to a bunch of excuses for mistakes.
Because I'm at a point in my life where I have no experience. I don't know what's right from wrong for the most part. I'm gonna follow the lead of a man because that is what we think that we're supposed to do. And then I'm gonna be madly into you if you show me that you know more than the fuck that I know. I believe
that women that fall victim to older men at a younger age are typically women without smart women around them, without good parenting around them, because no father, no mother is going to allow a 40-year-old to date their 21-year-old daughter.
First of all, we don't ask permission, and I'm saying this from experience because I was someone that was young, and I loved to date older men. Not now, not anymore. I don't. Listen, y'all damaged. I'm good. But when I was younger, I liked that my man older than me. And do you think I asked my parents permission? I don't have daddy issues. My parents are married. I don't have daddy issues. I don't have issues where I need older men as an example in my life. But I was attracted because they were a little more mature than the guys my age. Because technically, you guys don't really grow up.
What is mature?
If we both 19, you're really 13 to me.
Now watch this. Watch this. Wait, Ayisha.
Mom, can I date this 40-year-old? No, we just date him and that's it.
So let me ask you this question. Let's go down the journey real quick.
Come on.
What is mature to you? So
mature.
We're going with the whole 20 to 40-year-old dating gap.
Okay.
Approximately, not exact. What's more mature than a 21-year-old boy dating you and a 40-year-old guy?
Okay. A 20-year-old guy, he wants to play video games. He want to hang out with his homeboys. He want to do things that he's supposed to be doing. A 40-year-old man, he's grown. He wants to go to dinner. He wants to take you shopping. He wants to make you feel like you're a woman. He wants to do all these little nice things, that make you fall in love and feel.
He has assets. He has things that you learn from, education.
You're not sitting next to me playing the video game like this the whole day with your homeboy and telling me, babe, I'm busy. What are you busy doing?
So, all right, so to bring it back full circle, right? And so I actually had Marie pull up the stat, which I thought was dope because we were talking about the younger and the older. Older men dating younger women. And I realized that, well, I knew it, but I didn't know it. So I had my good old associate, colleague, Marie, throw this.
Our research professional.
Our research professional. How do I say professional again?
Professional.
See?
Yeah.
He wants to flirt with you. So
basically, so what happens is 14%, only 14% of women date older men by the age gap of 10 years or more, right? So when we're talking about this, I think it's important to think that it's realistically more so rare that women are dating older men by the age gap of 10 years or more. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to have one question, though. Do you have, just for the women, because we kind of answered, is the same energy for, like, older women as dating younger men? Is that the same energy? I'm just curious.
Look at
same
yes,
thing.
yeah, because you had the
100%.
we're gonna say what's her
You're
name?
dating a
You're
little
taking
kid.
advantage of someone because their mind is not developed.
It's
No,
not.
yeah, I just want
Yeah,
to.
Yeah.
Brittany.
Turn up.
We don't say a lot of names, but
Don't say it.
Brittany Renner, she had said this on her own. You know what I'm saying? She mentioned that a lot of people were saying that she like took advantage of the young basketball player because he was like I think 19 or something like that. And she
It was like 28 or.
she was about 8 to 10 years older than him. So it is the same as what I'm saying, and it's actually classified as the same throughout, I guess, media and people on media and the public in general. So I do think that, yes, I do agree. Moving on, right? I do agree that it is predatory. I think it is weird. But I think that it's important for women to understand that a man that is older is usually coming with ill intent. I'm not saying all of them. I'll throw out majority of them. And it's usually not going to be something sustainable and beneficial to their future.
It's not.
Just like, all right.
What?
Well, no,
Right.
Wait.
I agree with you.
So Jada, you had some more topics, right? Or something that you wanted to bring up?
Yeah,
Or,
because-
I know Ayisha got to get some shit on her. Wait, hold on. Are you? Wait.
Before. Yeah, do it, Rico.
Yeah, we got to take a shot because the
Are
game
you
is
really
back.
doing this shot?
Yes.
Yes.
And Ayisha said we.
But you gonna have to still drive.
She said we need to drink. She said.
Shout out to Prasanna. Shout out to
designated
Prasanna
driver.
Mariah. She's gonna have to drive my car. I gotta shout out my friend Prasanna Mariah, y'all.
You do have a nice one.
She's the reason I'm alive.
Wait. Oh no.
Now,
You're making me take shots.
Oh, wait. Can we cheers to something like special, important, like we all want wealth,
Our bond.
health?
You do it. You got it. You got it, Big E.
Okay, all right. Shut up. Okay, I want
Roses are red, this booty is black. If you keep on playing with me, I'm gonna give you a smack. Cheers.
I hate Jada.
Okay.
this is like regular day I ate at the table, guys.
Okay, fine.
No, y'all know, like real talk.
With her.
That's a lot.
Oh wait, I know you're Dominican. Do your
No.
no, you know what?
I don't do those.
Listen, I cheer for things that I want in the future, like
Amen.
See what I was saying?
Health and wealth.
mentally stable,
Cheers.
Well,
What else?
happiness,
and good
Amen.
sex.
100% happiness by yourself.
Yeah, facts.
And do Kegels. Amen.
Jada.
Keep that coochie
And more
tight.
money.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
We're cheering the tight coochies.
Yeah.
That's what Ayisha said.
No, Jada.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I cheer.
Of course
to
it was Jada.
happiness.
Oh my God, you drank half the shot. I'm so proud.
Only because we on camera.
What do you sip a shot?
So,
Now.
Listen,
with
wait.
the topic, really quickly, I know you tried to close it out, but with the topic of men taking advantage, should we feel bad for women who choose to date men that are in the streets?
Absolutely not.
No.
Thank you.
Oh, it
What
says
the hell? Why would you? You said, would we feel bad for? I'm gonna take the gender out. Would I feel bad for a person who chooses to date a person that literally is showcasing bad decisions?
Good point, Rico.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just saying. So like, okay. If you're
there
dating
should-
someone who's in the streets,
Is there something that you want to tell us?
Right.
that's older. What do you
Or
think?
younger.
Older or younger? If you
Doesn't matter. You in the streets.
But like, what if you guys are both young and you just don't realize that this is something that can?
We all realize, we all get that gut feeling that you
different,
know is
though.
wrong.
When you're younger, you're just more carefree though, so you don't
Yeah.
even realize
That's
that
a
life
fact.
is a real thing that you have to take serious. So that you might be like, oh, I'm just join a gang, but you don't realize that this gang might take over your life.
Get here.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay. So hey,
Prime
What?
example. You're dating someone that's in the streets, and there's outcomes to being in the streets. There's consequences, and I feel like a lot of women and men, they don't consider that until it's too late. Now you have 2 babies, and your baby daddy got killed yesterday,
Or jail.
or jail. But it's like when you're dating someone that's in the streets, you have to realize that it comes with consequences.
but that's been a big
And it's-
thing lately too, though.
It is 100%. And I feel like people don't really think about that when they're dating someone that's in the streets. They just like have this fairy tale that they're gonna have, a family and stuff, and everything's gonna go great for the rest of their life. But honestly, that time will come eventually, and either you have to be prepared, or cry and act like you didn't know, but you knew.
So I ain't gonna lie, like I ain't never been with nobody in the streets. So like, how does that lifestyle? You know what I'm
Keep the perk by the pound.
I haven't. So like, what is? I mean, like, what is a realistic expectation?
Okay, not to throw none of our friends' business out there. Example, we have a friend. She decided to date someone, and we all told her it was a bad decision because she had just gotten out there in the world dating men again. We know he's a jailbird. Listen, he's only gonna be out here a couple of months. He's gonna go back in there. Now she's constantly sad and depressed because her man's in jail and she doesn't know when he's gonna come out.
But she's around because of the lifestyle that he can provide for her, though. Obviously, it's a lifestyle thing.
When he's only out or just overall?
Like when he's in jail.
In general, like
He gotta be.
in general, like he provides a certain lifestyle.
But
if he goes in, at the moment. But what happens when he now goes in?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can't be sad when you know that time was coming. Like if I'm dating someone that is in the streets, right? I know that sooner or later they're gonna come pick his ass up, or he's gonna get killed.
Clink.
And the chances of him actually making it 100%, you know, throughout life with no consequences is really, really low. And I feel like if I'm gonna date you, I have to be aware of the consequences, and I have to be okay when you go to jail, and I have to be, you know, not okay, but it's coming.
No, you're right. You're right.
You gotta be okay with
A
it.
lot of girls be like
So I just want to
dating.
play devil advocate right now, because since you said that, so is that the same thing for like when you guys are dating older men? Then like,
No.
I'm
You
just
got to be
confused. You gotta
prepared for when they.
prepared.
No,
when you
it's
what?
not the same.
When he decides to say no more of daddy's credit card.
It's not, you know, and I'll say this is not the same because when you have an older man and a younger woman, an older person with a younger person, the older person has an incredible amount of influence on the younger person and what they're doing. If you somebody in the streets has an influence on you, and those are your decisions to be involved with that. Like nobody's talking to you about it. Nobody is in your ear about it. Nobody's, you know, like enticing you with the benefits of this lifestyle. You know, so
What if
it's.
they are? Like,
Yeah, I'm about to say, wait, can I explain something? As a former street guy myself.
Get life insurance.
Thank you.
What I will say is, no, they entice
Show
you.
the
First of all,
Carfax.
the way women get enticed by men in the streets is by
Let me know, 'cause I
is
have
by
no
his
idea.
status. No, it's his status in the streets.
Did his voice change?
How he move,
He's a fuck.
everybody knows who he is. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
it's not that.
He
Go
gets
ahead,
mad.
sorry, though.
He gets mad respect, right? Now there are some bozos in the streets that women do fall for. Don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about the ones that she's saying that can go to jail, come out, and still be lit. The only way you get lit is if you already have that respect, and the only way you got that respect is by doing what you had to go do in the first place. Because nobody gives you a second chance when you come back out to really be on top, to really be lit. You understand? There's a lot of people selling O's. You're not lit if you're selling O's.
Now,
you feel what I'm saying?
what are you gonna do if there is no coming out?
No. I'm saying it's wrong, but what I'm saying is they influence them with their power of the streets, the same way as the older man is influencing with power of their money. It's still it's realistically a power trip. In my personal opinion, women love a man that's respected, that has some type of power. He doesn't have to have all the power, but he has respect amongst his peers. He has respect amongst strangers, and he has enough power to do what it is that which y'all both might like.
And time, though, because sometimes we just want a man that has time, like time to give us, time to go on vacation, time to hang out with me,
And think
time for
about
us
it.
to be up under each
How
other's
many people,
bodies.
Jada, how many people in the streets have a job?
That's what I'm saying. That's
how
a
much time
luxury.
does he have?
The streets is the job.
Yeah.
But he has
But that's a
time to
luxury. He might
give
have
to
runners.
you. I go home.
Yep.
I bust a trap. I come back.
No, he doesn't even have to do that. He has runners that does those types of
Oh,
things.
he has runners.
So
you hip to the lingo.
I'm just saying, like,
there is. Listen, what I'm saying is there is an ending to that story. Eventually, it's gonna come sooner or later. Are you prepared to date this person who's in the streets? Right? Are you prepared when that time comes?
You don't think
Most
about it.
women are not prepared. You know, you're dating this man that's going to jail eventually. You're not prepared. Now he go to jail, and now you're on your ass.
Street and drugs is
Then what we
different.
say?
Sure.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah, street
we
and
gotta,
drugs
we
are
gotta, we got. There's a lot of people who
Well,
sell
street-
drugs and not in the streets.
When I mean, when I
What's the
mean streets,
difference?
Look,
I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea.
so is dating a street dude outdated?
Anybody that sells drugs is in the streets.
Nah, hell no.
What are you, a professional drug seller?
I know. So I know.
Pharmacist.
He's been watching Power.
Nah,
Hey,
no.
You are not ghosts.
This is real life. There's a lot of there's people that sell drugs that you would never guess sell drugs, but they
Of
would never.
course.
They would never. They're not in the streets. You're not gonna see them in the beef.
Those are
But everybody-
It's still part of the streets. When I mean streets, meaning you're going to jail or you're dying.
Everybody is not ghosts from
like-
Power.
So I don't mean like you actually have to
In
be
the
on
field-
the corner selling some drugs.
Yeah.
When we say you in the
City.
streets, either you going to jail or you dying.
With your lifestyle,
What's your lifestyle?
I call that
So
the
you
field.
can have a suit on and sell all the drugs you want. You still in the streets. You still going to jail eventually.
So
Somebody wants your head.
Here's my thing in the
Somebody.
street.
You get picked up.
Well, this is just a terminology.
All right, so honestly, do you guys think like dating a street dude is played out now, or what are we thinking?
I don't think it's played out, but I think that women don't really actually think about the consequences that come with it, and they're not prepared. So we see a lot of young and older women that they date these men that are out in the streets, and when they get caught up, they're back at zero. Because you didn't prepare yourself for that time. And honestly, I kind of blame the men themselves. Because if you know you're in the streets and you're the provider, you need to make sure that your woman can pick up your slack like when you.
But you just said though, like there's an end to every story. So why don't you, since you know I'm about to get locked up, why don't you start to prepare yourself too, so we both prepare?
But this is the thing, right?
He got the money.
Most of the time, men with money, they don't want their woman to have money. They want to control them. You know, and that's a topic that we have this discussion at the house all the time. They want to control them because a woman with money, you can't run her over. You can't do what you want to do. You can't get away with what you want to. You're doing out in the streets. We're on your ass. You know, a man that's in the streets, right? He needs to teach his woman, and he needs to carefully choose his woman, right? For when that time comes. Because when that time comes, somebody got to pick up your slack. And it's not going to be your right-hand man because he's going to burn you anyways. All right? Let me tell you. And I'm saying that because I've done a lot of bids in my lifetime. I've done a lot of bids in my lifetime. As a friend and
like
as
secondhand
a
bids?
lover. No, meaning as like, as a partner.
Yeah, so a secondhand
Like,
bid.
you never been in jail.
You ain't do the bid.
I thought jail.
Right, that's a secondhand bid.
Oh, you did time?
No.
Aisha, you more thorough than I thought. Let's exchange stories.
You might want to get Mariah up here because she done did some
Like, orange is a new black in this bitch.
Right.
My business out there. Listen.
Right.
Yeah. I was born in New York, but I was raised in Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
And all we had today was men that are in the streets.
Because they sell meth, right?
Listen, I don't know what they're selling because I just mind my fucking business. But I learned.
Nebraska seems real methy. You know,
Baby.
Messy.
no, methy. No, like methy.
No, I heard you.
You've been messy. So I learned this at a young age, right? And this happened because when I was younger, I was dating someone who was in the streets. When he went in, I was left with zero. And I was just like, why did I didn't have my shit together? But he made it to the point where I was not being taken care of, but he was a provider. But he never actually taught me how to provide for myself or for him.
In the event.
So what would you
In
have
the
done
event.
differently?
So, I mean, now,
Yeah.
because
No, let's
the
say
story
you
had
were in that
repeated
same
with
situation.
different, people. What I learned over the years is that if I'm going to date someone that's in the streets, I have to be able to pick up his slack whenever he gets picked up.
Makes sense.
And that comes with
Smarter.
I have to take care of the bills. I have to make sure that he's good. I have to make sure if he has kids, I have to make sure that I can provide for his kids as if he's still outside. And most men, they date women and they damage them and do all this bullshit out, while they're out. And when they go in, they don't have nobody. You don't have no one because while you was out here in the streets, you was doing her dirty. So why would she want to hold you down when you was doing her dirty? Like, for what?
She was
When
doing
you
you
come out,
right.
you're going to do me dirty again? And on top of that, some of them, they go inside. They go inside and they continue to do the same bullshit that they was doing while they were out. But the only person that's standing on your curtain is the girl that was laying next to you this whole time. Right. Now, being selfish, you didn't set her up and you didn't actually explain to her, like, listen, eventually I'm going to get picked up. What are you going to do when it happens?
This is the game. They need to give you the game.
And a lot of girls don't know. They just there happy, enjoying the time, the purses, the vacations and stuff. But that time is going to come. And reality is that a lot of us learn it a little too late, but I learned it early. It's like, okay, these are the consequences. And eventually my man is either going to be taken away or he's going to die. And if we do make it to, a lifetime, it's a blessing. But the reality is that
There's no if.
There's people that actually make it and change their life around and become successful.
Yeah, I mean,
Not really just a different someone that's actually
lifetime street dude. Like he has to change. He has to.
Transition. Some of them transition and some of them do change, but most of them don't.
Well, then like
really
start
don't.
washing
And let me tell
money
you
or something.
Let me tell you something. You can transition and you can change, but your past will forever hunt you. You could have done something in 2011,
You gonna be forever worried about it.
And it could come hunt you at
Yeah.
2023.
She must have heard my story, man.
Don't let that statute of limitation now run
at
out.
the table.
I have a lot of friends that actually going through it, and I'm just like, listen, if you're gonna date this man, you gotta be, and you love him, and you're gonna be with him forever. You gotta be prepared that when he goes in, you can pick up his slack, and you can be able to provide for his family and yourself.
Can I ask you a question?
That's why I say don't do it, y'all.
Well,
You
first
can't
of all, I'm gonna
control
agree
you
with
feeling that
Jada.
way.
I agree
I
with.
told y'all, I'm not that
Wait,
bitch.
no.
I'm not that bitch.
Find somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it, because I'm not.
I used to be a ride or die, but
No,
now I'm
listen.
just riding.
Jada tells
So
you.
when
No.
you hop
Hold
on
on.
that bus,
This is the thing. So I agree with.
The women that took y'all over.
Wait, listen. So I
I'm
agree with
waiting 'cause I got
Jada.
some shit right now.
Find somebody else to do it.
Find somebody
But
else to do
like at the end of the day, there are always still going to be women who are going to choose that lifestyle, who are going to choose that
is a
struggle
choice.
X, Y, and Z. So like, if there's any piece of advice that you can give them, would it be, yo, sis, set yourself up, or like set y'all up?
Hide some of y'all.
Because I'm be honest. Well, no. I'm be honest. Like, I'm gonna set me up first, and then I'm gonna worry about everybody else. Because if you have no interest in making sure that we're set up, you don't give a fuck.
Right.
Because you should be worried about us. And if you're not worried about us, then that leaves me to worry about me.
I think that most men are not worried about us because they feel like as soon as they go in, they be left alone. Everybody
Really?
leaves.
They don't expect anything?
They don't expect for people to stay with them. But the reason that people doesn't stay with you is because you wasn't being a good person when you was out.
Okay.
So why would it stay all those years if you wasn't being good while you were out? You see what I'm saying?
I don't want to get too deep, but my daddy in jail, and I know he be.
But look, if you're good to me,
Fed time or state time?
Like, this is becoming too much right now.
Is this
Listen.
state or fed?
Fed. My dad is locked up, and I can see that because it's just like
who
him
he has
feeling like
left.
he don't have nobody.
But why?
That just but okay. But what were you doing when you got locked up? You wasn't with me and my mama.
That's what she's saying.
That's what I'm saying. You would have
You
nobody.
wasn't with me and my mama. You was.
But you see, he wasn't with your mother, so she doesn't owe him anything to be there for him because he was running the streets, and
Not a
whoever
goddamn
was there
thing.
at the moment, go call them.
You know, can I say something?
Is that fucked up though?
But
Wait.
you see, no, it's not fucked up. But if he was there for your mom and you,
Because everything he was doing in the street was for you.
Was
And this, yo, wait.
Not always.
no.
But wait. So wait, let me go real quick, right?
You don't even
So
know.
this is the thing that like kind of like makes me. This is the thing that like really gets me, right?
I love my
Is
dad.
that we have.
We know.
Come on, bro. Like,
Shut up!
this is the thing that really gets me is that it's like we're talking about two different situations, right? We're talking about one situation where a man, and I'm tying them together. One situation when an older man is dating a younger girl, now he's at fault because the younger girl was easy to manipulate. Then we're talking about another situation where we have a man who is in the streets, no matter his age, and he was able to provide a certain lifestyle, and now he goes into jail and or dies, and now she wasn't set up, so we're kind of blaming him. And now I think that men understand what you're here for. Men understand that you're only here for the lifestyle. Whether I'm in the streets, whether I'm older, you're only here because what I'm giving you. So my thing is, what real loyalty do I really have for you when I know your loyalty is only in what I'm giving? Your loyalty isn't really here with me because I'm a nice person. I'm not saying you personally.
I
I'm
know.
just saying in general, right? The loyalty isn't here because I'm a nice guy. The loyalty isn't here because I'm a gentleman. The loyalty isn't here because I have a great job. The loyalty is here because you're on a flight, you're in the club, you're getting bottles, you're buying the bag, or you're getting the bag. It was all what I can do for you. So it's like, if I go to jail, or if I'm older and I decide to move on, I don't really owe you no loyalty because you wasn't here for me to begin with.
But wait.
So nobody
I just
knows
wanna-
anybody
wait.
anything.
Then leave his dusty ass in jail with no commissary. Fuck you,
Bitch.
Like real talk, if that's your situation, fuck you. Are you serious?
I'm just saying that's the real thing.
I just
Because
wanna remind you-
if I strip away everything that man gave you, would you still date the man in the street?
Listen, I want to
You're
remind
not
you.
listening
This is
to
crazy.
all of the facts. Okay, I'm gonna listen to Ayisha. Sorry.
Listen. Let me remind you, every
Alan,
man.
please.
Black power.
I'm sorry, the wrong hand.
I'm about to break
Listen,
this camera.
I just want to remind you that every man that's in the street is not making money and providing for their woman. Okay? Some of us love y'all for who y'all are, It doesn't matter what you're selling.
Dusty as
What
fuck.
you're-
Poor nigga.
Because some of y'all are in the streets and just making money to survive month to month. You're not providing no flights. You're not providing no vacations.
Keep going.
You're not paying for no private schools.
Keep
You're not paying
going.
my car note. I'm still going to work at the hospital while you're riding my Nissan, selling whatever you're selling.
He's not cheating on you though.
He cheating. Anybody that's borrowing their fucking girlfriend's car is cheating.
Aisha, can I tell you something?
No.
He's from Nebraska. Damn.
Fuck that, because she's right.
What we talking about?
You ain't dated a street nigga a day in your life, Erin.
I know niggas, though.
Anybody asks to use my car, this ain't gonna work, baby. Listen, I am such a fucking gold digger. This ain't gonna work. I've been a gold digger since my childhood. You see my daddy in jail. My daddy made sure I was gonna be a gold digger. Look, nigga, if you can't provide, I'm gonna hide.
I love it.
What's going on? I'm out of here. You're driving my Honda. I need a Benz, and I can't afford it.
What I'm saying is because I've dated men that were hustling every day, but they ain't had nothing. And I wasn't getting nothing from them.
What is the point of hustling?
But listen,
Jesus Christ.
some men hustle left and right, but they're just not making the right decisions. And yeah, okay, they might be making, let's say, $1,000 a day or whatever it is, right? You
can do it legally.
That's $300,000 a year.
You can do that legally.
Listen, but they turn around and they go drinking and they're playing dice.
Fuck it off, yeah.
And giving it to bitches.
That day, but the
Niggas in
next
the street
day
are dumb.
zero, right? Let me tell you, most men that are in the streets making money, they don't have nothing saved
They make
up.
bad
They don't have
decisions.
nothing for themselves. And when the time comes, you left your family behind with nothing.
I was stupid like that too. But yo, can I be honest?
We know
Wait.
somebody who is sitting in the house with a street nigga.
Risking all of this and risking time with his child and not leave me with nothing? The fuck? You should
she
leave me
said,
everything.
I wish you would.
Are you serious? This is disgusting.
But they usually take. Well, I tell you, like,
No, you need a fucking $5 million
Policy.
oh no, they ain't
insurance
get.
policy.
They didn't do all of that. Nah. See,
Y'all better get y'all policies
They don't
right.
even have-
Hey,
back in the day, they didn't even have bank accounts.
in
They didn't
conclusion,
even have bank accounts back in the day.
Everybody should.
Well, now you different. Like now, the world is different.
So I dated someone for a long time, and when the time came, I had already had past experience. So when the time came, I was like, all right, I got you, lawyer, did your time, whatever. It came back out. Here you go, going back in. Listen, I'll do one bid with you. But if you're gonna come out and you don't want to do nothing smart and do nothing productive with yourself, I'm not doing a second run with you because I'm getting older and I'm not about to build a family by myself while you're in jail. Okay? He didn't want to fix his life up. He wanted to continue to do whatever the fuck he's doing. He went back in. But before he went back in, we had broken up, right? But now we have a friendship. When he went in, right, he came back out. When he came back out, I was, in another relationship and he was in his own world with another girl. He never actually explained to his girlfriend his lifestyle, where his money was coming from. So when it came to pick him up, I get a call early in the morning of a girl crying on the phone. And she's like, I have nobody else to call. And I'm like, who is this? Mind you, I already been in a relationship with someone for years. And now my ex, his new girlfriend, is calling me for help. And I'm just sitting on the phone. I'm like, I really just want to hang up on your face. Because I'm like, why are you calling me girl? Like, you should be calling somebody else. But I felt bad because I've been in a position where the man never actually told me what he was doing and I wasn't prepared. So when the time comes, you're traumatized because they ain't came busting in the damn door and they ain't took all your shit. And now you sitting there like, what do I do? Who do I call? I don't even know his real name.
Wow.
I don't even know his real name.
Because his name is Rico.
Yeah.
Wow. Rather throw me under the bus. Like,
Listen, I felt bad for her because I'm like, this girl has no clue what she got herself into. And I said, you know what? I got you. I said, pack your shit up. I'll be there tomorrow. So I flew down to her. She's there crying. She looks crazy. Me and Ra went. And I'm like, pack your shit up, girl. Don't worry about it. So now here I am packing his whole apartment up that he got with his new girlfriend up and putting it in a storage room for 2 years. And and I did it out of love. Listen, I did it out of love, not because I was in a relationship with him, because I had a friendship with him, and I just want to see him do well. He's a smart guy. Listen, he's a smart guy, and I just want him to do well when he gets out. I don't want him to come out and start from zero. So I said, listen, all your shit will be in the storage room when you get out, whatever. Now, this is the problem, right? He's in jail. He still got his same girlfriend. Me and her are actually really good friends. Now he got other new girlfriends, and we're also really good friends. And I'm just sitting here like, are you not gonna change? he's never gonna change. And I'm just like, this is what
Don't
you're
pay
doing
that storage.
now. Oh no.
We already figured out.
I got rid of the storage room.
Okay.
I said, listen, I'm sorry. It's already been too long. Your bed is, you got too many years.
Gotta go.
You got too many years, and I would have hold it down, and you pay me later or whatever. But she can't even provide for you because you never actually prepared her, and I felt bad for her because you knew that time was coming, and she has no clue, and you never actually sat her down and said, listen, work, focus on yourself, have your own shit. So when I go down, you don't cry and you have to run back home to your mom's house.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened to her. And I feel bad for her because I'm like, damn, he just never even told her. You know, and I feel like now men nowadays, you are dating this woman that don't know your lifestyle and doesn't know the outcome. And some of them do know, like, oh, eventually he's going to get locked up. But get her prepared and get your family set, you know? There should be no reason why your girl is calling your ex that has experience with you for help. Because you should have prepared her ass for when that time comes. You know, and me, I did the ride or die. I'm going to ride for my man, you know, but I'm not going to die for you. Sorry, because when I die, you're going to move on to the next bitch that doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
Smacking her
They
cheeks.
will die.
Busting her
That
cheeks.
will die.
Right.
Bunch of
Die in
dyers.
writing. But what
Now
I'm
I'm dead and you smacking cheeks.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that when you date a woman out here, and if she doesn't know, if she does know, just prepare her for when the time comes.
But why is it
And
his
that
job
way,
to prepare?
And
But
I agree
listen,
with that too.
but because some women, they actually never been in that experience. If you go get a girl that's in school and actually never been in that world, she has no clue. She's living the best life.
I gave you 450,000 cash. I was like, yo, hold that.
She's gonna be tripled by the time you get out. If you're getting out. Dating a woman that's smart and that knows what the fuck is going on is very important when you're in the streets. Because if you want to date a girl that just want to be on vacation and want to look good on Instagram with her new outfit, then you're gonna be asked out when you can't provide for her no more. Okay, you need a woman that can provide, maybe not the same amount of money, but can pick up your slack and hold it down.
But here's the thing. Wait. Here's the thing, though. Let's not lose transition. Those
Stop
type
going
of
for the young
those
women?
type
Is that
of
what we're
women,
saying?
those type of women that you're talking about, they don't care to date the street guys more
That's
often
a
than
lie.
not.
That's a lie.
The smart women,
That's a lie.
she said that's a lie. But I'm thinking
Because
like,
sometimes some of us, prime example me, right?
He said me in particular.
I be trying to tell them stuff.
there's always exceptions to the rule.
Listen, me in particular, I make money.
You don't listen.
Listen, I make a lot of money, and Jada knows.
I be using some of it.
Listen, no, listen, I sleep and I make money. I make money doing absolutely nothing. It's insane. It's ridiculous, right? I choose who to love and who to be with. If my man is in the streets, I know what is coming with, right? And at one point in my life, I stopped dating men that was in the streets because I'm like, I'm not doing no more bids. I was like, lately, I was like, I probably got one more. But I'm aware of the consequences. I'm okay that if he goes to jail, I have to provide for him and I have to provide for my family by myself.
Guys, let's be real. You can't just transfer
money into your-
$450,000 into one account without any like government like notification. Let's be real. So I don't know if you got like
Over time, maybe.
maybe you got like a 5,000 every 1 week or so, but like
but-
I don't know. I would wash the money.
Okay, but at the end of the day, though,
It's not
I
a
don't
criminal.
think that it's a good idea.
Listen, I don't think it's a good idea either.
I'm just saying I would wash the
I
money.
don't want to be responsible for nobody else's kids because
Yeah.
he's doing a bid. That's me.
No. Well, I'm different.
Yeah.
Me, whatever, if I'm in love with you and I love you as a person and you're my partner, I'm always going to ride, but I'm not going to die for you because if I die, you're
That's
going to move on to the
dying.
next
Kids?
bitch. No, it's not. Because whatever baggage
Kids
you
are
come
bad.
with from the beginning, I have to be. Bitch,
are
you got
hard.
kids. I don't have kids.
Real.
I don't have kids. So if I'm dating you and you come with a kid, I have to accept the fact that you come with a kid and that's part of you. So if I love you, I'm going to love your kids as much as I love you. And if something happens to you,
She's so loyal.
She's a
Listen,
Taurus though. That's how they are.
that's how we
It's a
always are.
bull. They just keep going until they pull the red flag and there's nothing there. It's like, oh shit.
God damn. I done fucked up again.
Damn it.
Listen, that's
was a good
a
one.
different subject. When you date someone with kids, you have to accept them and you have to love them how you love your partner. And I learned that because my sister, the oldest one, right? She's not by my dad, but there's no way in the world that you're gonna say, huh?
That's the one you're talking about?
No. We have the same dad, the oldest one. But that's her dad. My dad is her dad. Because he treats her and raised her as his own. So whenever I date someone and they have kids, that's my child. You know, it has to be. There's no way around it. Like, I can't love you and not
Without
want you-
marriage?
Even without marriage, like, that's part of you.
Fuck all that.
This is someone who has kids. Jada, so you're telling me that, let's say your situation is gone.
Dating,
you
we're
date
not
someone.
married. If I'm married, if a man gets on one knee and he loves me throughout all of me, and me and him have that connection, cool. Your kids are my kids. But dating, we're taking on bids. We're taking on all this other shit. We have no
So
paperwork.
you're telling me you're going to date someone that is not comfortable with your kid, that don't really want your kid around?
No, it's not that. It's just that for me to take on your child, I have to know where you and I stand. That's
Well,
like children.
What if
That's a
he said the
big
same thing?
deal.
I
What if
date
he said the
for-
same thing?
What?
What if he said, for me to take on your child, you need to marry me?
So you talking about the bitches getting on the knee again?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the simple fact that, like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of get what she's saying because, I mean, I was raised by a stepdad. You know what I'm saying? So I guess my perspective is a little bit different. He treated me no different than his own kids.
That's beautiful.
Dad, in the sense that he was married to your
That's
mama.
what I'm saying. Was he married to your mama?
But I don't
Technically,
think you
no.
have
He didn't have
They
to
was
do that.
never.
Let's
They were
say
never
if-
married. They were together for a
Oh,
decade.
so he wasn't your stepdad.
Yeah. But
If
like,
you're together for a
There's
long
the answer.
time,
He wasn't your stepdad.
They lived together. They were.
yeah, they lived together for a decade. Like from
They
when I
were in a
was-
relationship for a decade.
Yeah, they were not married. No, but
That's not his stepdaddy.
okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, my standards are just
The boy-
different.
My
I'm not
mother's
doing it.
boyfriend, right?
Thank you.
Whatever you want to call it.
do you,
By
do you consider him your dad?
yeah, and his sons, which
Is
are
your
my
brother.
brothers, they call me every day. His daughter, they call me all the time. Well, she doesn't call me as much as the brother, obviously.
Yeah.
But those are my brothers and my sisters. If I ever have an issue,
That's you.
Must be
like
nice.
it's up for everybody
Yeah.
with it, you know what I'm saying? So I get it because it's not like I don't see this is the thing that I think we kind of blur. Sometimes you can marry somebody and guess what? They still treat your kid like,
Like
shit.
shit.
They still treat your
know
kid
some.
not like a stepchild, like a foreign child.
Why you married him?
But what
I know someone.
that's a whole different situation. That's a different question. But the thing is like sometimes we try to add validity to a situation, not understanding that whatever validity, paperwork, whatever document that you want to add is never going to actually make the relationship of that parent and that other child blend. So
Let's not act like paperwork doesn't make things like official and doesn't make things real.
no,
Let's-
it does, but it doesn't make parenting real.
It doesn't.
It's like we always.
No, I'm just saying let's not act like that's not the case, because if the person wants to be your father, he will adopt you and take on legal, financial, parental, etc. responsibility for you.
But what
like,
if he's doing that
it's
without
all-
the paperwork?
Huh?
What if he's
smart.
already doing that without the paperwork?
I mean, it's not
The
real.
father's still
I'm
in
sorry,
the-
like it's not
real.
He's in
Hey,
jail
you
and
you can believe whatever fallacy you want to believe. At the end of the day, what is real is it was recognized by law. I'm sorry.
If you come,
Matter if you're married or not.
I
Oh, I
agree.
see.
I
It
agree
doesn't
for
matter if
certain
you're
people,
married or not.
but everybody is not the same, and because of
I'm not saying you don't have
the
a
younger me would have been
relationship.
that way, but now I need to be like
listen, all I
I
know
want a
is that
solid foundation, and I want to know like I'm not just taking on someone's kids and adding more difficulty into my life when I have my own. I'm trying to be a
For
multimillionaire.
zero.
Yeah,
for nothing.
What?
For zero.
Why
For
am I
literally for
taking on somebody
nothing.
else's kids? Now that I have a kid,
It is.
Listen,
Right, the innocent child of that parent. Not anybody else that's involved. Like, why are we conflating these things that are so fucking simple? I'm sorry.
Preach.
If I date you, I'm dating a person with a kid. Now, the difference is I am legally, financially, X, Y, and Z responsible for you if I adopt you. Like, let's not conflate. There's a huge difference between the two. Because if someone adopts your child and you guys divorce, they are still legally responsible for your child until 21.
right?
That is a hard bag of chips to follow. 21? You're gonna pay child support, college tuition, all this other fucking bullshit until you're 21.
Paperwork.
That is why paperwork is important. If you don't want that responsibility, like let's not like confuse this
Well,
shit. If
let's
you don't
not
want,
also confuse the flip side. And
what is the flip side?
The flip side is,
but you're not gonna let me finish.
You don't
okay,
need
thanks.
to,
But you're not gonna let me finish.
Wrong.
But you don't want to. But you don't want to be interrupted. Do you want to let me speak?
No, because
I'm just saying.
What you said to me was no.
Do you want to speak?
No.
But I'm not gonna stop. Do you want to speak?
No.
Do you want to speak or do you want to let me finish? All I'm saying is that let's not conflate. Even as fucking romantic as it sounds, y'all. At the end of the day, a parent is somebody who is legally, financially, morally, everything responsible for a child. And paperwork is what makes it official. That is why paperwork is important. And I know a lot of y'all don't want to believe in paperwork because you think that the government is after you. The government fucking knows you and where you are. Regardless, you have a social security number. You have a cell phone. You have a bank account. You go to public schools in a state, and the state has to report to the federal government. Like, you niggas is really crazy. I don't want to be in the system. Niggas, you in the system. Are you serious?
And
like, this shit is crazy.
All
right, so let's not conflate.
Oh
Let's speak legalities in the words of Erin. First and foremost, you can't just adopt somebody without the actual biological parents signing off their rights. So now,
not really.
Yes, I mean, if they're present, yes, really.
Not really.
Yes, really. So now
it's based on your state's government. It's based on the government.
Okay, well, let's talk about New Jersey, New York, because if you want to do it, I'm still right. Anyways, yeah, yes, you do live here. So fucking.
I don't live in New Jersey.
I said New York, New Jersey. Yes, you.
I live in Texas.
Okay. Whatever. So let's. Well, I'm not even gonna argue this now. So what I will say is, it's not that simple. We can't just say it's a fantasy. No. Guess what? If somebody has a child and they are still present or whatever the case may be, they don't want to sign over their rights. I don't give a fuck about how much you love that child. I'm never signing it over to you. So you can't adopt that child. But yet that does not signify the relationship that you have with that child. It does not signify the bond that you have with that child. It does not signify that you are possibly a better parent than the actual biological parent.
It's not what I said.
But what I'm saying is, what you're going by is legalities.
It's not what I said. It's not what I said.
You're going by the official documents, and I'm telling you,
it's just important. She's just saying that it's important.
Documents will never, ever be present because the opportunity for it does not exist.
I'm sorry I'm not the one to cut people off. I let you guys talk. I'm not that one to ever do that, so that's never going to be London. So sorry about that, guys. But we want to thank Ayisha for coming here at the table, guys. We also want to thank our fans for following us. Definitely click the like button, all those. We want to thank all the fans to support us every year. Am I missing anyone?
No.
Yes. Love, support, thumb thug with us, because some days I be having time. And y'all know I be having time. Right. Don't let me have a free Thursday morning. I be ready for that ass. So don't play.
Those good things. We definitely love all of that good energy, guys. So keep it coming. Once again, 8 at the table. We're out of here, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to the next episode, guys.
Peace.